Hi, my name is Cassie Morozic. This is for Counseling 500. This is a video blog on professional counseling skills. I'm going to go through a series of questions and answer them as concisely and as quickly as possible. The first question is, are the sessions you watched similar to what you imagine counseling to be? I thought they were very nice. They had a nice flow to them. They have everything you want in a counseling session, even though they were like 10 minutes long. So they had, they had the beginning, which was asking the client how they're doing. They had the middle, which was kind of the meat of your session, where you're using all your theories and your techniques. And they also had the ending part, which is more your homeostasis, bring that client back to where they need to be so they can effectively leave your office and be productive, happy individuals as the best they can, and then setting those goals for the client. So I thought they were very nice. And the next question was from your readings in chapters 8 and 9. What skills, the counselor characteristics did you know? Well, I noticed a couple different things. The first thing I noticed right off was that they have very different styles of counseling. You have one that is using more person-centered therapy, and you had your second one, which was using more gore-oriented and CBT type of therapy. So that was the first thing I noticed right off the bat. The second was that I noticed that we have two different levels of counseling experience. We have Wayne, who is definitely a beginner level therapist, and that's more why he's probably using kind of the Ivy model of intentional interviewing, which is your observing your client, reflecting back what your client's saying, and encouraging your client. He did a lot of encouraging. In Ivy model, there's different levels in that, and he's more in the beginner level of that. And then you have your Dr. Michael, who is using the Ivy model, but he's also using a more advanced approaches to working with his client. He didn't just reflect and think. He was using goal-oriented. How are we going to get you from the goal that you set to where you want to be, because right now you're not where you need to be or where you want to be. So he did do a lot of that. He challenged the client. You don't see that too often in beginner level therapists, because the reason that you can't as a beginner level is you don't have enough tools in your toolbox to deal with a client who's going to challenge you on what you're saying to them. So I thought both were very good therapists. I thought they have a lot of potential to be great therapists. But they were two very different therapists, though. Which counselor do you feel is a good fit? I feel that Dr. Michael's more my style. I use the CBT, I use DBT, I use trauma-based sensory. When you're in the field long enough, you've developed a lot of skills, and you've done a lot of trainings, and you have a lot of different things to use with clients, and you use them depending on diagnoses for best practice. You use them depending on the mood and thoughts of that client at that moment. And then the last and final question is, what question would you like to ask the therapist? And my question would be, how did you choose that treatment modality with that client? What led you to that point? And I'm always fascinated by that. I always want to know what made a therapist choose a certain modality. It makes me a better therapist myself. So I thank you for listening, and I appreciate your feedback.